Hello everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon The Series, the beginning episode talk. So, in this episode, we are at a fountain, and it turns out that thing is too small for Horsey. Horsey needs a bigger place to play, so Misty comes up with the idea to head back to Cerulean City, because we are actually close to Cerulean City, apparently. So let's just make a pit stop there before we head over to Viridian City. So when they arrive in Cerulean City, there's a big billboard stating that there's gonna be an underwater ballet show. And also, there's gonna be a special guest who's gonna play the Mermaid. Yeah, this is kind of a rip-off, but not really, of like the Little Mermaid. It kind of takes inspiration from the Little Mermaid stuff. So they get inside, and then the sisters are happy to see Misty, which is already supposed to be sus, because these people don't like Misty. I mean, Daisy is alright, but like the other two, it's like the despise Misty. At least that's the way that it felt in the previous episode. So when the sisters are talking to Ash and Brock, Misty takes Horsey to the pool and lets it play there for a while. And then, you know, the talk happens about the show. And Ash and Brock are curious about who's gonna be the princess of the show. And it's like, well, you already met her. It's Misty. Yes, Misty's gonna be the star of the show. Which Misty initially is like, no, I don't want to do that, okay? I'm not front material, okay? I'm the kind of person who helps out behind the scenes. I'm not like in the show itself, okay? Just do that. But the sisters, quote-unquote, manipulate Misty into doing the show after all. She decides, yes, because of the fact, and only because of the fact, that the show is tomorrow. So there's no time to find a replacement. Meanwhile, we have another little Togepi gag that I like. Togepi almost falls into the pool, and then the Pikachu tries to rescue it, but it doesn't fall in the pool and walks off. And then knocks Pikachu into the pool by accident. So here's the story. Basically, we have a princess underwater, and then baddies appear, who are gonna be played by Violet and Lily. And they are gonna capture the princess. However, then the princess will be rescued by a prince, who will be portrayed by Daisy, who will fight off the baddies and save the princess. And that's basically the story. Meanwhile, outside, Team Rocket see the billboard and are like, well, we could join the show and steal water-type Pokemon. It's gonna be a fun hoot. Let's go! So the show begins and everything works as normal. I like the little pockets of air that they actually show us that they have. Like, they go into a cave, but like inside of the cave, there's a pocket of air because she's not wearing one of those like mouth breathers. So she goes up for air, goes back in, and just continues on with the show. And she's actually really good. And she also looks pretty good as the mermaid as well. But she does the show really well. But then she has to go inside of a clam and go to sleep in that sense. And that is when the baddies attack. However, Team Rocket have taken over the show because they locked Violet and Lily inside of lockers and are wearing completely different outfits. Like, Jesse's wearing some kind of like a prince outfit. James is wearing like a dress. Like, what was James's outfit all about? Like, I'm confused. Okay, like, what was that all about? It's the stupidest thing. It's like he's got a swan around. It's so dumb. But they jump in and Horsey is like, hey. Actual baddies. I mean, at least what I could say about the show is the fact that now it's more accurate because the baddies are actually baddies. But then Misty's like, it's you people, and Ash and Brock also run out in order to join the show. So Team Rocket try and steal the water-type Pokemon by throwing a net over a bunch of Goldeen, and Misty just tries to hold them off. But then Daisy gets ready. She puts on the outfit in order to join the show, and then right as she reaches the curtain, Ash and Brock appear and are like, yeah, you're not going, okay? These are actual bad guys. But here, hold Togepi for us, okay? We're gonna join the show. So Ash, Pikachu, and Brock, they put on mouth breathers and jump into the water as well to stop Team Rocket. Meanwhile, Violet and Lily fall out of lockers as well. So now we have a battle. However, the battle's gonna be a little bit more difficult because what Pokemon can you use in order to stop Team Rocket? Water types, of course. However, one thing I found very funny was like Ash sends out Squirtle and he's like, use an underwater tackle. Isn't that just a regular tackle? Like, why did he have to specify underwater? We are underwater. Just use tackle. Like, if he was gonna use tackle, was this gonna be a different type of tackle or what's this about? But they use their water type Pokemon in order to fight off Team Rocket, but it doesn't fully work. So then we have a little bit of a funny gag that just happens as well, and that is the fact that Lily sends out Psyduck, and I was like, wait a minute, it's not the, it is Misty Psyduck actually. And then Psyduck almost drowns, gets to the top and is able to hold on to the side. So we have a little bit of a funny with that one. However, afterwards, Seal decides to man up and fight, and Misty commands it by using headbutts, which just seems to more than anything annoy Arbok rather than actually like Also, how is Arbok fighting underwater? Can someone explain that to me? That thing needs air, okay? How are you fighting underwater? But Seal just like bounces off of it with its headbutt. It's like, stop that, you're being annoying. But then an Aurora Beam happens, and that causes Seal to evolve into Dewgong. And then basically it takes care of Team Rocket and gives the gang enough time in order to get all of the water Pokemon out of the water so that Pikachu can do his grand finale of shocking the water. And he does. And then Dewgong uses a tail slap to slap Team Rocket away. And that's the end of the show. So let's be honest here, this show was a lot better than the original show that was planned to happen. I guess the audience must have loved it as well. And then to end the episode, before we continue on our journey, because of the fact they need some extra water type Pokemon for the show. So they asked Misty to leave some Pokemon behind. And Misty decides to leave her Horsey. And then also is guilted into leaving her Starmie. Because like the sister is like, why don't you just leave Starmie with us as well? And she's like, how can I say no? And then immediately afterwards, like, you're not getting Togepi. It's like, so you do know how to say no. You could have said no about Starmie as well. Whatever. To be honest, Starmie hasn't really done much in the show anyway. You know, it felt like it was mainly the Staryu show anyway. So, Starmie and Horsey get left behind. Togepi will continue to travel with us. And now we are back on the road to Viridian City. Which I don't know how they're gonna get back to Viridian City because of the fact that now they have to go back to Vermilion City, go through Diglett's Cave in order to make it over there. Because that's how you get there in the games. But overall, I thought this was a very fun episode. I enjoyed the show, and Team Rocket crashing the show for once actually made it better. Like, it made the show a lot better, a lot more entertaining. I also like the way that this episode focuses on like the kinder side of Misty, even though she still has her hot-headed explosions from time to time. It still is a Misty focused episode, and sometimes that's all you need. Some Misty focus. And I guess this is not a filler episode because of the fact that stuff actually happens. As in, Misty leaves Horsey and Starmie behind at the Cerulean Gym, which is why she doesn't have those two with her. So it's not a filler episode, but overall, I very much enjoyed the episode. So let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below about this episode. And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new, if you're not already. Turn on notifications, and don't forget to check out the Let's Play channel. Link in the description and at the end of the video. And I'll see you guys next time for another Clefairy episode. Bye!